I'm gonna start this one off by straight up grifting. Donate to the Patreon because this shit made me suffer when I watched it. And I had no intentions of ever watching this movie, but then when I committed myself to making the Fantastic Four retrospective, I couldn't avoid this one. And so, without any further ado, let's watch the Fantastic Four from the 80s. Actually, no. Hold on. There was one that came out in 2015. Can we just go to First Steps? Can we please watch a good movie? We have to watch Fant4stic. We have to. Do we have to? I watched this one with my brother. I forced him to watch this with me because I didn't want to watch it alone. Our mom watched it with us. She fell asleep. Generally, when we put on a new movie, she's actually attentive and, likes to watch it, right? She fell asleep. I almost fell asleep. And I was off from work for like a long time during that period. We're talking like October. I took a few days off. Here's the thing, right? The first half isn't necessarily the worst thing I've ever seen. Victor, though, perving on Sue as a grown-up, and, she's, 16, 17. Victor Von... Dude. I complained about the 2000s movies fucking up Victor, but, holy shit, bro. You want to talk about character assassination. Holy shit. Y'all say... I've heard a lot of the people in this sphere say that everything changed in 2016. This is 2015, y'all. And holy moly! I don't know what these people were smoking when they made this movie, but the director himself is quoted as saying that he did not want to make a superhero movie. He wanted to make a horror movie with superheroes. And, you know what? I'll say that concept can actually work. Proof, Marvel Zombies. That actually can... That's actually something that's actually doable, right? But the problem that you run into when you... if you don't like making superhero movies, then don't make superhero movies. This is the same problem that we run into when all of these people who are not fans of these products and of these franchises decide that they want to step in to make something for a quick buck, right? Case in point, the people that make the Halo show, people that are making the Rings of Power, people that made Kenobi, people that made no, I mean that's basically it. Point is that if you're not a fan of something, why are you making it? And this made me pissed off for Fantastic Four fans. I can see why they're so angry, or why they were before First Steps. I can see why they're so upset because you know how bad this was? I didn't even write a script for this video. I generally script all of my review videos. I didn't need to. Because what I have to say is so just easy to flow out because I'm angry. Months later, I remember it. It's scarred in my brain, this movie, right? But here's the thing, the first half isn't the worst thing that I've ever seen. It's not good. There is one part that I actually kind of appreciate. Seeing Ben and Reed as friends, right? When they're children, when they're teenagers, is actually kind of endearing a little bit. The problem is that we don't get any payoff for it. It's like one step forward, 400 steps back. My complaint about the 2000 movies was that they told and didn't show Ben and Reed's relationship. They show it to us, but then so for those of you that don't know, they completely go a completely different route when it comes to the origin of this movie. The cosmic accident still happens, but their scientists, they get sent to this like obscure planet that people speculate is Battle World, and they get their powers, and like they're being held by like the government and shit like that, and then Reed breaks out, right? And he promises Ben that he will come back for them. Yeah, he doesn't. And Ben is really, I'm not gonna lie to you, justifiably angry, right? Here's the thing. They never, ever address the fact that they make up before the final battle. They never, ever make up. They just go into the final battle without making up. Every conflict that they were building to within this movie does not get resolved. They just go into the final battle. That, y'all, listen. I have my gripes with fucking, the Star Wars sequels. But at least there's some form of resolution. It's not good, but there's some form of resolution. Okay? Y'all. I can't... This tastes like venom coming out of my mouth. Fucking Justice League has a resolution. It's not good, but there's a resolution. The characters have some form of a resolution. Imagine if in that movie they didn't make up, they didn't solve their bullshit before going in to fight Steppenwolf. Just imagine that. That would have made that movie, instead of it being a 1 out of 10, it would have been a 0. Okay? In this movie, all of the characters are beefing for like the second half of the movie. And then they just go into the final battle, like they just go back into the world, and Doom, who, by the way, is just he's literally a 2000s, like, he, in this movie, is like a Reddit mod. He is a Reddit mod. That's what he is. He is a Reddit moderator. He's what people say that Riddler from the Pattinson movie is. Like, he is literally edgelord personified, okay? He's even damn near a Groiper. Almost. Okay? He's close to that. He wants to stay in this world that gave him his powers and cursed him. So, why are they sent there? Why are the Fantastic Four sent to the world if Doom doesn't want to destroy Earth? He just wants to stay in his own planet and just build stuff there for himself. He literally says, I don't want anything to do with Earth. So then why do they send them there? Why are they there? Because they have to have an action scene at the end of the movie. Like, they couldn't make it they couldn't even make it make like a little bit of sense. Like, y'all, listen, y'all know me. I am very lenient when it comes to making movies. Very lenient. All I ask for is just a little bit of confidence. A little bit. That's all that I ask for. It doesn't make any sense. And people talk about the hallway scene, like that scary scene where Doom is walking around and, people are shooting at him and, it's a scary horror scene, right? Yeah, it's stupid. Victor Von Doom gets character assassinated, dare I say worse than he did, in the 2000s movies. Because you want to know something? It's stupid. It's stupid. But at least he has a motivation in those movies, right? At least he has, like, a concrete, clear motivation. In this movie, he wants to SA a 17-year-old when he first meets her, right? And then, like, he wants to stay in the world that gave him his powers, and then the Fantastic Four go in there and bully him out of being in this world, because why? Because we have to have an action scene at the end of this movie. That's why. Because we can't have anything nice, can we? Because because I have to suffer in this mortal plane. I had never seen this movie before doing this retrospective. I cursed myself. I don't know why I chose to watch this. See, it pisses me off less than Justice League because I'm much more connected to Justice League because I love Justice League. But let me tell you something. This pisses me off infinitely. This pisses me off almost as much as Justice League. Breathe, Roman, breathe. I understand the plight of fans of the Fantastic Four. People complain, like, this makes the Amazing Spider-Man 2 look like The Dark Knight. I'm being dead ass. It makes it makes Eternals look like Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, it's that bad. I'm not kidding. It makes Arrow look like Netflix Daredevil. Yeah. I never intend to watch this movie again. Ever in my life. At this point, I just did this one for clicks. Because I am suffering. Suffering. Can First Steps actually save this for me? I've had to watch 2 mid movies and an absolutely terrible movie. Can we please have some movie? Can we have something good, please? Please?